Hi and welcome back, friend. In this lesson, you are going to learn how to use Amazon Elastic Beanstalk to deploy and manage your web application. So let's create one. First of all, you need to provide the name for your web application. And if you want to add some metadata like tags, you can also add them. Now here you need to select the platform. It can be .NET, Docker, Go, Java, Node.js, Python, and so on. Here I'm choosing this Python platform here, and I'm going to run this Python on Amazon Linux too. Okay, and here in this configuration section you will get some options like software through which you can edit the Python versions, and then there is option for instances, capacity, load balancer, rolling update, and deployments. These are all settings related to the EC2 instance which we're going to create after you're going to initiate this Elastic Beanstalk environment. There is option for monitoring, manage update notifications, database, and lots of other options are available here too. Now the best part is why I recommend to use Elastic Beanstalk rather than using the Elastic Cloud Compute, because if you're going to deploy any web application with the help of EC2, there you need to configure lots of things, like you need to configure the EC2 instance, then security group, the S3 bucket, CloudWatch, CloudFormation, domain name for your web app, and lots of other options. Now with the help of this EC2 Beanstalk, sorry, Elastic Beanstalk, this all job will be going to be done automatically. It will going to provision your web application, going to add load balancing, auto scaling things into your web application, and as well as it will also monitor your application health, and lots of other things will be going to manage by this AWS Elastic Beanstalk. So that's the cool thing about using this Amazon Elastic Beanstalk. It is just like a EC2, this Elastic Beanstalk is also, you can count it as a compute service, just like the EC2. Okay, now the other thing which I need to mention here is like, uh, with the help of Elastic Beanstalk, here you don't need to manage all the infrastructure things. So the charges which will be going to be incurred will be according to the instance which are created through this Elastic Beanstalk. Like it will going to create instance for EC2, then it will going to detect the standard charts which are related to the EC2. Okay, and like S3 bucket and the route and lots of other instances which will be going to create it with this Elastic Beanstalk environment, that all things will going to incur a charge, a basic standard charge. Using this Elastic Beanstalk, there is not any charge is direct there. It is basically dependent upon the all the services which are attached to this Elastic Beanstalk environment. Okay, now that's how you can easily run your web application without handling the infrastructure things. So I think that that's enough for to give a clear view of what is Elastic Beanstalk and how it saves our lot of time. And that's a different advantage of this Elastic Beanstalk over EC2. Now you can see on my screen, like, first of all, it waited for this EC2 instance to be launched. Now once your EC2 instance launched, so it created a security group. Security group is just like a virtual firewall where you control the traffic, which like any kind of traffic like incoming or outgoing traffic, by setting some rules. Okay, then you can see that it created a S3 bucket as well as for storing the environment data. Okay, now it is still creating a environment, and I don't know that how much time it will going to take, but yeah, but I think all other things is now set up. It created a proc file as well. Now the thing is, I have used this AWS console way to create the Elastic Beanstalk thing. Okay, now if you want to use the ELB command to run your web application, you need to create the proc file by yourself. So that's the benefit of using this Amazon console, web console, to create the Elastic Beanstalk services. Then you can see that it is showing that our web application health is like, it's good, and it is running the sample application which we have chosen at the time of initializing the Elastic Beanstalk environment. Then you can see there is a platform is there as well, which is Python here. Now, instead of using the sample application, if you want to deploy your own web application, then you need to compress your project file into zip format, and you need to simply upload it from here. Okay, and your web application will be there with another URL. You can see now here, you can see that there is a URL is given, which is AWS web app dash env dot, then some random things is there with the location name as well, the region name which is selected, which is US East one, the Virginia one, the North Virginia, and then elasticbeanstalk.com. In case if you want to add some custom domain name, you can also do so. Okay, and you can see on the left side there's an options like application versions, saved configurations. These are things which we can do from there, and basically the main thing is to set up the AWS web app environment where we did all of the things. Okay, now there's an option you can see like configurations, logs, health monitoring, alarm, manage updates. So this makes our work uh, much easier comparatively to work with another compute service like EC2 or container. You can see now inside this recent events table, you can see that all of the events which occurred during the creation of this Elastic Beanstalk environment. Okay, so here you can get each of them and all the details you can have from here. Okay, that what are the AWS resources are created while creating this AWS environment. Okay, now this is the configuration which I was talking all about. Here you can edit the capacity as well, the rolling update and deployment things. Okay, now here is logs. To generate log, you need to actually take a request and then it's going to generate a log for you. Now here, this is the health overview of my application. Okay, and you can see the utilization of my web application. You can see the environment health, CPU utilizations, the network things. Also, if you want to add some alarms, you can also add some alarms up there, and that's it. This is how your Elastic Beanstalk things look like. Now let us see that how this web application look like. You can see this is the front page of the sample application which I have deployed. Okay, now in the next lesson I'm going to show you that how you can deploy your own web application to this Elastic Beanstalk thing. Till then, keep learning, keep exploring, and stay motivated.